Hey everybody, and welcome to the new and improved edition of the PraetoriaGuard Podcast. As you might remember, I am Luft, and I am joined today by Acid and
Woo!
Crabbo.
Woohoo!
Today we're going to be discussing the new upcoming indie game Glare, made by Crabbo himself, and the upcoming video game season thing, and a few other things as well.
That was the worst thing ever.
What did you say to me?
You should do intros. New thing. Crabbo does the intros.
Oh,
No, we can keep it. We can keep it.
Oh
He
no,
did good.
keep it.
He did it in one take.
yeah,
What?
man. One take. That's better than Crabbo's 17. But,
We're not gonna tell anyone.
I believe we were going to be discussing first the new Pretoria Guard. So, since the last podcast, Crabbo has become the overlord, so I'm gonna make him take that part over.
Thank you, Luft. Thank you very
Passing the
much.
buck.
Basically, we got a bit bored being the same all the time, and not many people were playing together. So we wanted to try and make sure people were playing together, and we wanted a new forum because me and Van absolutely hated trying to do anything with the old PHPBB forums, which I've sent you guys to sleep about already. Fantastic. It's now the Crabbo podcast. Hello.
You said PH and I was already asleep.
But basically, we found an awesome new forum software, Zenforo, which is sparklingly awesome. And whenever we try to do something, someone's already made a plugin for it, so we don't have to do anything. And yeah, we then started doing the open recruitment.
So what's going on with the open recruitment? Just
Well, I'm
tell
glad
me
you asked.
what is that's how I got into the opening recruitment. I got into the PG through opening recruitment. But I have no idea what's going on with opening recruitment this time.
Basically, we thought we're a bit too strict on how we're bringing in people, and people just weren't wanting to wait around for ages while we kind of made our minds up. So we decided, okay, we'll make it really easy for you to kind of get in, but you don't get fully into the clan. You become a peon, and then you stay a peon for 5 months, and if you're not completely mentally unstable, you get brought into the clan. We use that to keep people like you out. So when...
So how well did that work out?
Terrible.
I'm on your podcast, stealing your podcast.
We've learned from our mistakes, and we're moving forwards. But yeah, basically, we want to actually be relevant and not get stuck with inactivity. So we're trying to we're trying to put our fingers in many pies without burning ourselves. So we've got a YouTube channel where this podcast will be showing up. We've brought the podcast back, hopefully for your audio-visual pleasure.
What else is going to be coming out on the channel, the YouTube channel?
Kind of all sorts, really. We want to have generally a gaming channel which kind of entertains and informs. So I've been doing a Games Worth Playing series, which I've had one video in so far, where I kind of look at videos. No, I don't look at videos. I look at games of bleh.
Yeah, you're gonna have to edit all that out. Since he started, the whole thing is gonna have to be edited.
Darn it.
So let's start the podcast over now.
Over? No.
Hey guys, I'm Left, and welcome to the podcast.
Oh. Now he's
No, you
making
have
fun
to
of
add
me.
more moisture to it. It's like, guys,
My mouth's too dry.
welcome to the
Hold
podcast.
No.
Make it sound like someone eating some really moist cake, and then do the intro with a completely full mouth.
You know what? I might just leave all of that in there. Screw
Leave
you
all
guys.
of it in there.
Anyway, Games Worth Playing is a video series where I look at games, and the games that I think are worth playing, I show to you and try to sell you them.
Like, Halo Combat Evolved.
Yes, anniversary.
How would you sell me Halo Combat Evolved?
Through a video. Duh.
Through a video, duh. Sorry.
Basically, kind of showcase the game, and then you decide whether or not you want it or interest you. I'm going to go with some of the well-known games, but I'm also going to try and get some more obscure games. Like I've got a few lined up that I need to actually like sit down and do.
Like
But
the outfit.
I haven't played that, so I need to play
But
it.
that's your next game. Make it on the outfit. That game is amazing. It's kind of like a real-time strategy game, but you're like a person, and it's a third-person shooter / real-time strategy game. It's amazing. You should try it. I will play that game with you so hard.
I'm not sure now.
Oh.
But yeah. Okay.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Basically, I've got more time to do these videos now that I finished Glare.
Nice segue. So tell us a little bit about Glare.
You're not supposed to acknowledge the nice segue, Mo.
Well, you don't want to talk about your Pokemon video,
Yeah, that's
the
true.
Nuzlocke Lock Challenge.
The Nuzlockian challenge? Is that what you called it?
The Nuzlocke Lock Challenge. I don't know what it
It's
What
just Nuzlocke challenge.
Nuzlocke, right? So simple.
So yeah, the Nuzlocke challenge is basically Pokemon on crack. The good crack, not the bad stuff.
Is there a backtrack?
I don't know. I haven't found it yet. Yeah, so the Nuzlocke challenge is basically if your Pokemon faints, you have to release it to the wild. It's considered dead, so you can never use it again. So basically, the point of the game is to play Pokemon without losing any Pokemon, but you can't, or you can only capture one Pokemon per area. So it's a lot of grinding, really. But it's proving to be quite fun, and I'm making a series on it.
This is something like my girlfriend was telling me about, and I didn't really understand it because it just seems like you're making a game that's already hard and frustrating even harder. You're turning Pokemon into Demon Souls.
I am.
Wait a minute.
I am doing that.
You found Pokemon hard.
I found Pokemon because they don't really tell you where to go, so it's just me walking around aimlessly with a bunch of animals that I don't care about.
It's kind of
And
like
I also have this whole thing about Pokemon where I immediately draw parallels between slavery and dogfighting when I think of Pokemon. So no, I don't like Pokemon. But that's just me.
well, there's something wrong with you.
So like, how does your game end? Like, you beat the game?
Yeah, you have to beat.
How hard? Like I don't know.
You have to beat
What are
Red.
the last guys in the Pokemon now?
Red is the final guy. I think that's who it is. I think that's what he's called. It's got Pikachu.
Oh, you're playing the original Pokemon.
No, I'm playing Silver. Soul Silver though.
So
So how many episodes is it going to take?
I don't know yet. A lot.
When's the next one
Probably
going to
a
be
few
out?
years. Hopefully, I could probably have it out next week.
You're
Said this
doing?
last week.
How are you?
I know, but then I got an iPad, and that kind of ruined everything.
He's
Something
got
that's
it.
going to make you more productive, makes you less productive.
Yeah.
All right, what's going on? What's next?
We have a Twitter. We're
Yeah,
down with the
we
kids
do
now.
have a Twitter, a tweet machine.
We have a tweet machine.
Yep, that's what it's called now.
So, have we twatted anything on our tweet machine?
That's not actually a term, but yes.
Why can't it be a tweet? What's the past tense of a tweet?
I've just been on Twitter. I've just twatted to all my followers.
Yeah, you don't tweeted to all your followers. That's not a word. I just twatted to all my followers. I immediately get that. We're coining that phrase, twatted.
Fair enough.
What is our Twitter address?
PraetoriaGuard.
Yeah, PraetoriaGuard.
PraetoriaGuard at twitter.twit.
Sure, we'll go with that.
I think it's just at PraetoriaGuard.
Yeah.
So just at PraetoriaGuard.
Yeah.
Do
We'll
you
have
guys
to
have personal Twitters that you're on?
I do have my own personal Twitter.
I
Yes.
do as well. It's I loved waffles.
What's yours,
I'm-
Crabbo?
Crabbo19.
Crabbo?
Because someone had Crabbo and they don't tweet with it or use it ever.
Are you
follows them.
stalking the original Crabbo? Like, oh, you
No,
guys.
I'm the original Crabbo. It's just these freeloaders sitting on my name everywhere.
I
Drinking
think
his Mountain Dew.
every new form of media, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna steal names that you would pick that have crab in it. I'm just gonna sit there and create a bunch of crab-like names. so that way you're always going to be Crabbo 19. That's the only one I'm going to leave available.
Even when you're 49.
Even when you're 49, Crabbo 19.
Fantastic.
I have a Twitter too. I don't even know the password to it. I created it when one of our old members, what is his name? I forgot his name. You're gonna edit all this part, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. He went by so many freaking things. His name is Kyle Quirk. What is his gamer tag?
Oh, he was.
Charity Excalibur. There was at one point, every time he took a poop, he would send me a picture of it. And so I created a Twitter called Dookie Poops. Every single time he took a poop, I would put that on Twitter.
What?
I can't edit that out.
You don't have to edit that out. You can leave that part in.
What was the spelling?
Dookie tweets. I don't remember. I think it got taken down because it was.
Because it was just full of.
Yeah.
So, moving on from to something quite the opposite.
We're talking about me? But no. I hear you've got a game coming out, Crabbo.
I do.
All right. Tell us a little about. Or wait, are you the only one making it, or is there other people involved?
I'm the only programmer, and I had my friend who I work with, and he lives like just around the corner from me. He did like the drawing and some of the music. I did kind of half of the music as well.
All right. What is your game? What's it called, first of all?
It's called Glare.
All right.
It's a arcade style, fast paced shooter game where you play as a little ship and you shoot little other ships. If you see it, you'll definitely see that it's drawn inspiration from Geometry Wars.
That's what I was gonna say. Is the first time I saw this game, it was a combination of Geometry Wars and Raiden, the like top down flight and shoot 'em up.
Right.
It's like only on arcades. Favorite type of playing game. So you've literally taken my two favorite. Yeah,
like
you could go twat that. You've taken like my two favorite game types that involve planes and combined them into one game. So I'm really super excited for Glare.
Excellent. You'll be buying it. It's 80 Microsoft points and it'll be on the Xbox Live Indie Games Marketplace. Hopefully soon.
Wow, you took care of 3 of my questions there.
You're welcome.
Yeah, but you can see that it's kind of similar to Geometry Wars, but I've tried to make sure that I don't make it anything like that. So I purposely didn't play it at all, even though I own it. I didn't play it recently while making it. So I tried to put in my own things, and it's got different things, and it controls differently. And the main thing you can see is kind of the art style.
Yeah, that's what I've noticed. Is the art similar, but not really the same either.
Yeah.
It's just bright neon colors, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Well, basically that started because I was going to be the artist. So I was like, crap, what can I do? Ooh, I can white lines.
He's like, let's make it as bright as possible.
Well, basically, I just drew lines and added outer glow, and then suddenly it looked cool. So I was like, sweet, let's make a game out of this. Because at uni, I had this big practical project that I had to do, and I had to write a 10,000 word report about it. So I decided to make an XNA game, which scales its difficulty depending on how well you're playing. So that's what I put into Glare.
All right.
So Luft would be able to beat it, no problem.
Because I'm terrible.
It gets harder the better you're playing, but also it'll get easier if you're kind of doing crap. So Luft, it'd be great for you.
Yeah, Luft. You're gonna love this game. I think he made it with people like you in mind at all times.
Probably.
I finished uni a year ago, and I was like, okay, now I'm gonna start making Glare, and it's taken till freaking now to do it because I only really sat down and started doing it I want to say March. I started really working on it. It could have been done by end of July, but yeah, taking weeks off on holidays and stuff. It's
Do
He had some things to
Jerk.
take care of in America.
America.
It was a fun time.
This is a completely different thing that I want to talk to you about, but I'll save it for later. Edit all this out.
Were you going
Yeah,
It
somewhere?
never happened.
Hold on. Luff, you know in this program you can literally mark where you need to edit it later.
Yeah,
You don't have to shift through anything.
yeah. I don't do that though. Cause I'm stupid. Alright, continue.
Next
What else
question.
do you want me to do?
Let's talk about games. Let's talk about other games.
No, wait, I had another question for him.
Future plans.
Yeah, future plans. Thank you. Do you have
Well-
any more plans after Glare game-wise? Making
Um,
game-wise?
Well, I kind of want to see how Glare does. Like, if people kind of like get around it, because, well, I've made a Facebook page for it, and it's in the credits. So hopefully people will think, oh, hey, I like this game. Maybe I'll check this Facebook page. If I can get feedback from the game, see what people like, what people don't like, I could either potentially go down of kind of making like a sequel, or I could go off and make a complete new game. I don't know. It depends on like if people like it.
Should
I might as
port
well keep it.
to Steam.
I did see the green light stuff.
Yeah, it came out today.
It did, and I'm interested in it. There'll have to be some code changes in it, like probably stripping out games for Windows Live because no one likes that on Steam.
No, it's kind of annoying.
So, but yeah,
What are some like story? What's the storyline to Glare?
it's just an arcade shooter. There's not really a story.
That's
In
what
the first
Glare-
draft, there was going to be a story, and it's going to be like a massive campaign. And then I thought, yeah, no, I'm not going to have time to do that.
Is
So-
there like, there's not multiplayer support or anything, right?
No, there's no like multiplayer co-op or anything like that.
Level editor?
No, it's just one big square level.
Oh, okay.
Yep. We're gonna edit all that out because now I'm like, fuck, man. I want all these things that Luft is talking about not in the game.
Well, if it gains interest on the Facebook page, people will say, "Hey, I want this," and "Hey, I want this." Maybe I might make another game if people are going to buy it.
I want you to make a storyline for Glare that's just completely ridiculous.
Can you patch indie games?
Yes, you can, and you can do it for free.
Awesome. You should do that with a storyline about acid.
Patch in a storyline.
That would be way too much work to patch in a storyline, especially if I can make you pay for
That's true.
it.
That's true. Sorry,
It would be-
fans.
It'd be a different kind of experience having the story in it. It would be better saved for a more optimized version of Glare.
That's a good point.
But if people aren't really interested in it, then there's no point really making it.
Can I play Glare on my Mac?
No.
My iPad?
No.
Well,
My
why
iPhone.
am I gonna play it?
You're going to play it on your Xbox.
I guess, and I can use my capture card.
It was designed for the Xbox
So
with the
he
Xbox
could-
controller in mind.
What he's gonna do is he's going to play it on his Xbox, use his capture card to capture it, and then he's just gonna replay the video on his Mac with a controller in his hand.
Yep.
That's how bad he wants to play it on a Mac.
Well, the thing with app development, like if I wanted to put it on the iPad or iPhone or something, I would need a Mac to do it. And Macs are hilariously expensive.
Or you could hire me and pay me money to put it on a Mac. I wouldn't be very good at it, but I charge by the hour.
You better get it done in half an hour.
Alright, any last remarks on Glare?
You should buy it, and I will be spamming every possible outlet that I can when it comes out.
Alright, sounds good to me.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to generally talking about random games that we've got on our list. First up on our list is Skyrim DLC. Loved?
That
Oh,
was,
darn it!
that was a beautiful segue. Thank you.
Um,
I'm not Luft, but Luft is lost and doesn't know what he's talking.
Yep.
So,
But,
does anyone know about Skyrim?
yes.
I know about Skyrim,
Yeah.
I just don't know about this Earth.
There are two. So far, there's been two announced. One has actually come up of Skyrim DLC. The first one was called Dawn Guard, and it was hands down the greatest experience I've had in Skyrim to date. You get to be either a vampire lord, or a vampire hunter, and the vampire hunters are called the Dawn Guards. From what I've gathered, is the two experiences are the same overall. You go on basically the same missions, just from a different perspective. But the cool things that it introduces, like there's cool new bowls, there's cool new arrows that go with these bowls. Like I just got a bow that when I shoot it at vampires, they immediately explode. And then I found out if I shoot it at other people, they will also explode.
That's right.
This is not like this is my little warning for Skyrim. Don't play it drunk ever. I played it drunk and I've somehow killed the sun. I have no idea. My Skyrim game doesn't have a sun. Apparently, it was one of the missions that came with Skyrim, with the Dawn Guard DLC. I don't know what happened. The sun was there. I got too drunk, and then the sun wasn't there, and the sun won't come back.
So it's constantly night.
It's constantly night. I believe that was. I think that ultimately ends up being the overall point of both of the DLCs is you're either going to kill the sun or not. But I don't know. Alcohol lost me on this one, and I deleted all my saved games, so now I'm stuck with the sun being killed, and I don't know how. But they introduce crossbows. Crossbows are also ridiculously fun. They're overpowered, but your stats carry over from your archery. So if you're like me and you have level 100 archery, you basically can kill anything with a crossbow now. You also have a skill tree for vampires, skill trees for Dawn Guard, and which are basically vampire hunters, and then you have a skill tree for your werewolves. I don't know why you have a skill tree for your werewolves now, but you have a skill tree for your werewolves. So
Sorry.
Awesome stuff.
I like playing as a werewolf.
I like playing as a werewolf too, but playing as a vampire is so much cooler. It's not like it was in the old Elder Scrolls where you go into a town and you haven't fed, you immediately burst into flames. That doesn't happen in this one. You can actually go around and do missions in town in the daylight. Your stamina's just a little bit drained, but all in all, it's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Castle. The other Skyrim DLC that's that's coming out is Hearthwood or Hearthfire, something stupid. Like
Hearthwood.
It's basically you take the Sims and then you put it into Skyrim. So you can build up your own house, make it as big as you want to, make it look however you want it to. You can actually hire someone to take care of it for you, which is the very first thing I'm going to do is hire someone out to take care of and build stuff for me. So I don't. You can put whatever you want into it. Mine's going to have a dungeon in it. You also can craft your own items to put into it. So you have your Minecraft element there, which is pretty cool. Really stoked about this new DLC.
Like I'm nowhere near finishing like everything else that's in the that came with the game, and I've put like maybe 30 hours into it so far, and I'm only going to be like able to get the DLC once I've like done everything.
No, you're never gonna finish everything in Skyrim.
Well, I'm
It's
not going to finish
actually
all the
technically
quests.
impossible.
Oh, yeah, it's got like infinite quests, isn't it?
Yep.
I want to get all the achievements because I'm a big achievement whore. But I want to. I would like to play more Skyrim because it has definitely drawn me in. I did buy it on a whim, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's actually pretty good. This.
The cool thing about the new DLCs, and why I think that you should get them is like, they add enemies to it. There's different dragons have been added to it, so you can and more shouts, I believe, have been added to it. Yeah, new shouts added to it. Like at one point, I was able to summon a dragon via shout. And
that's an awesome shout.
Yeah, there's nothing cooler than just shouting or screaming at something and then it being attacked by a dragon.
Did the dragon kill you?
No, the dragon is your ally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because if it was like summon an evil dragon trying to kill you, that might not be that great.
That would also be the dumbest shout ever. Whoever thought of that, that's the dumbest thing ever. Why would you learn that?
Maybe someone tricked them into learning it.
What
It's
else
true.
is happening in the video game world?
There's a Final Fantasy event coming up this weekend.
Where
Are they releasing another 20,000 games?
Probably. It's going to be the 25th anniversary event, but the 25th anniversary isn't until next December. Not sure why they're doing it now, but they're going to be showing off another Final Fantasy 13 game.
Wait,
They're kind of milking that one, aren't they?
why aren't they
Yeah.
making the one that people actually cared about?
Versus?
No, not 13 at all. Anything but 13.
Well, what about Versus? Versus was open world, basically Kingdom Hearts. It looked
Yeah,
amazing.
but I have a question for you.
hmm
Is it going to come out ever?
They say it is.
Yeah, they say a lot of things. This is why this Final Fantasy event is just going to be them talking about ideas that they have and not giving us anything that we actually want, except for another sequel to Final Fantasy 13,
Which isn't what we want.
which is not what we want. I don't want to deal with anything else having to deal with Snope. I just combined my two like most hated characters in that game, Snow and Hope. Snope, worst thing ever.
The only character I liked in that game was Vanille or whatever her name was. And she annoyed the crap out of everybody.
Wasn't that the little one?
Red-haired one.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember playing that game with K-Mom. She was watching me play it, and she was just like, "Is this what guys like?" And like, "What?" She's like, "Girls that run and sound like they're in a porno."
Oh, no, wait. Wasn't that like Halo Reach?
That too. Yeah.
And the girls?
Yeah. But play Final Fantasy 13 and run with Vanille. You just run and climb down stuff. Like, she's
You might need a cigarette afterwards.
yeah, basically.
She was also Australian, which didn't make any sense if you
Yeah.
ever played the Japanese version like I did.
Why did you play? Oh yeah, you bought the Japanese version.
I did.
So
I
excited.
expected it to be a good game.
You wasted so much money on that.
I know.
No, it's Final Fantasy. The Final Fantasy event is probably the thing of all the things that are happening this year. I'm least excited about the Final Fantasy event.
Though I've heard that they might, from like the rumor sites, that they might be showing off Final Fantasy 15, which is apparently going to be made by the guy who made 6 and 9.
Oh no!
6 is a very good game.
I
What
like
happened to 14?
I know that the last
14's
time-
already been out, man. Nobody
Was it?
played it. It was an MMO.
Oh.
Once we started talking about, I remember us talking about Final Fantasy in the past and how much I hated 9. I've recently gone back and started playing it. I love 9. I hate the character design in 9. I don't think that talking racks should exist and my main character should have a tail.
That's true.
Yeah. So I'm Final Fantasy 15. I probably won't get either.
And then another event happening is Penny Arcade Expo, which is a lot more exciting, probably
Yeah?
to most people.
Yeah. I'm excited about it. I'm not going to be able to go this year, but we have a couple clan members are going to be there this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them's even going to be in a panel.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that Eisen?
Yeah, Eisen. He's in the panel.
Oh, man.
It's to do with mainly because he made Outside Aperture, right?
No, it's because
what
he
is-
made PraetoriaGuard. All the films that were in the PG. He made all of them. That's why he's really on there.
They were like, hey, we saw that video that only has 37 views on YouTube. Come be in our panel.
Come be
We've got some guys from Microsoft.
PA is doing a panel about bringing, is it life to games or something like that?
Something like that. Something along those lines. But the guys from Forward Unto Dawn are going to be there too.
What's Forward on the Guard?
Unto Dawn, it's the Halo 4 machinima. Or not machinima, live action video.
Ah.
It's basically Halo the movie.
Like, they do a really good job of those every time they bring them out, and they still haven't gotten around to making a movie.
This
Like,
one's gonna be an hour and 50 minutes when you watch it start to finish.
why don't they just release that as a movie?
I honestly don't know.
It's like Microsoft can just do their own movie. They don't need to like bring in
here's
like
the
other
thing, though.
companies.
Can you imagine going to a movie theater full of people who just play Halo? That would be the worst experience ever.
You don't have to talk to them.
Yeah, but they would just be there, and that would be terrible.
It's true.
Like, just imagine a Call of Duty film. They've actually released a Call of Duty film. That's basically all it was a Call of Duty mission. It was like Brothers of Honor or some crap like that. And I went to go see it, and inside of the movie theater were quite possibly the most obnoxious people on planet Earth. They
Crabbo?
were dude bros. That's all they were. Crabbo's not the most annoying person.
Thank
Not
you.
the most.
Yeah, not the most.
And I want to be that.
Side note, Luft, that our Pretoria Guard channel has 8,000 views.
Darn. That's more than I expected.
Yeah, all of our 17 videos.
Problem is, we're now using a new YouTube channel,
So not.
which is YouTube. It's PraetoriaGuard Gaming. So however you get to that through YouTube.
Oh man, we're gonna have to put my other video, my Forza montage, because that had the most views of 546. I don't know how that happened.
Shall we move on to? Well, speaking of Halo movies, how about Halo 4? That's a thing now.
Yeah, and they actually released the preview of the soundtrack a few weeks ago, was it? A week or two ago?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I do like the sound of it. Like it's not the same,
No, it's definitely not the same.
and that's a good thing, because it's like gonna be a different kind of game as well.
Yeah. It's a new trilogy, so it gives it a little bit of extra life.
I was at when I went to the movies yesterday. They're actually playing trailers and stuff for the new Halo 4 at movie theaters and making comparisons to like how they recorded it at Abbey Road and how it's basically going to be a cinematic experience, but you're in control. It's really weird.
Yeah, the music does sound darker, and I do like that. It's more gritty than what Reach sounded like, and Reach was meant to be the kind of dark, gritty one.
Yeah, Reach was definitely a downer the entire time, but the music didn't reflect that at all. The music was great, but I think if they had sad music in Reach, people would have just killed themselves. That is not a feel-good story at all.
The music was, don't worry, there's still kind of some hope.
Yeah, there's one left. It's you.
The guy who was sleeping throughout the entire game is going to have a trilogy, and you're going to die.
Aw.
The Master Chief, if you think about it, he spent more time sleeping than he has fighting in between games.
It's true.
That guy is always waking up. Like, just don't mess with him. Don't wake him up from his naps, Covenant. You'll be fine. Like, from now on, that's how I'm gonna imagine my Master Chief, as just a pouty little kid, just up from a nap, and he's just like, no.
All the Covenant need is like a massive industrial-sized bottle of NyQuil.
Yeah, that's all.
There you go.
It's like, put Master Chief to bed. Angry.
And
So Halo 4 does have like a big collection thing coming out, doesn't it? It's not like one of those stupid massive things like Borderlands has,
yeah, it's only $100, I think, too.
but it comes with like a whole bunch of DLC that's yet to come out, doesn't it?
Yes.
What else does it have? I believe it has maybe some custom armor and other things.
I believe so. I also think that it has like the regular art book and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, all right, hold on. I'll look it up
late.
because obviously, some people here are just.
So
weird.
it's okay. Here we go. So it comes in like a steel case thing, which is cool. It's got the War Games map pack, 9 maps which will be included in future DLC. I cannot read what's in front of me. Instant access to all 8 specializations.
Oh, right. Because if you don't have it, you have to wait until they I don't know, they're releasing them slowly over time, I think.
It comes with the 90-minute extended edition of the Vidoc Halo 4 Forward Unto Dawn, which we were just talking about. A whole bunch of special features and some new armors and player emblems and stuff. And it's not ridiculously priced, but it's not like a box. It's kind of like a slightly shaped box.
The box is gonna be similar to the one that we see these stupid things all the time. Not that it's dumb, but you know what? Forget those boxes. It's a steel book that's gonna be similar to the one that came with the Forza 4 Collector's Edition, and the actual case that it's gonna come in is going to be kind of like how the case was for Gears of War, when you got the what is that Collector's Edition called? It wasn't the legendary one, but it was the one with like the cog in with the flag.
Yeah, I got that one. I actually
It's gonna be made out of the same material as that, but it's gonna slide.
The Epic Edition came with the kind of special edition thing inside it as well, which was a nice feature.
Yeah.
And I believe there's the EB Games GameStop exclusive pre-order stuff too.
Yeah, Game in the UK has a different set of things. Like it has a aquatic armor permutation, which I think would make me look like Aquaman or something.
No, it's just you. It's just they're gonna just add a propeller onto his back. You're good. That's all it is. Same suit, but with a propeller.
So, seeing as we're talking about special editions, Borderlands 2 has got a really epic special edition.
Yeah, it's like jam-packed full of stuff.
It's like a treasure trove of weapons and fun game stuff.
Yeah. Generic descriptions.
Well, it comes in comes in the chest which you find in the game, which is like all the weapons are in.
Right.
And it's big enough to fit a small dog in it, so.
Oh, perfect, because I have a small dog.
What do you mean? You are like the same size as a small dog.
It's true.
It comes with all sorts of things, like a numbered certificate of authenticity, like lots of different like art cards and stuff.
There is a lot of paper that comes with this thing.
It comes with a Marcus bobblehead.
And
like the smaller edition, like I think it's the Vault Hunters edition or something, comes with the bobblehead. But like the ultimate one comes with like the loot chest and everything in the lower edition. Comes with a bunch of stickers, got a vault handbook thing, like an art book, and the game comes in a steel bookcase. It's going to look pretty damn sweet. And I'm getting one, and I hope to do an unboxing video of it when it comes out.
I am also getting one, but for PC.
What?
Actually, mine's on the Xbox 360.
Looks like me and Crabbo are playing together, and Luft is gonna not.
I can play with Siri, maybe? I'm not sure.
I know, Crabbo's gonna put his foot down, and she's getting...
She's getting it for both.
Yeah, he's just gonna walk in, and there's like a bathrobe with his gut hanging out. I'm like, look here, woman. You're getting it for the 360. And he's gonna hit the back of his hand, because that's what pimps do.
Crabbo the Pimp.
Crabbo the Pimp.
An image I never should have ever thought of.
Can you imagine a British pimp?
I can't.
Your mind shut off because it couldn't handle it.
I just started thinking of seagulls.
What?
Your mind shut up. It just said, no, not thinking about this, and then went to seagulls. All right. Well played, Say.
But on the topic of Borderlands 2, they talked about a season pass today for the DLC.
They did. It includes all 4 DLCs, which are going to be out before, was it March next year?
I think so. Sometime next year. And it was going to be $30 instead of $40.
So basically, you get the season pass, you get all the DLC, and you get it cheaper. So,
yeah.
Do it.
It's like buy 3, get 1 free.
Exactly.
If you're planning to get them all, it's worth it. If not, then don't bother.
Yeah, I know I'm going to get them. I played Borderlands the first to death, so...
Yeah, I did as well. I actually died. Depressing.
Yeah, I came back to that at a really depressing time. I just came back. It's like, and then I died, and then nothing. It's like, oh man, I'm bummed. What happened?
Good thing Acid discovered necromancy, so he could bring Luft back from the dead
Yes,
to do this podcast.
I'm a necromancer, so we're gonna add some robotic ligaments to his body.
Nice
and then
segue, because there's going to be a new
ghosts.
DLC character for Borderlands, the Necromancer.
That's what I'm going as. That or Zero, because you know what? There's a ninja with a sword and a gun. What's better than that?
It's true.
See, I haven't picked who I'm going to be yet. It's a tough decision.
Well, you gotta hurry up now. You be the guy, be the dude. That's what you need. Just be the dude. Be the big dude that can hold 2 guns. Be that guy.
The fat dwarf.
Yes, the fat dwarf. Be that guy. Because you know you're going to be that guy anyways. You're just going to see how awesome he is with all of his guns. And you're going to be like, awesome. Picking them. Done. And then you're going to level them up and punch stuff.
Sweet. How are we doing for time?
We are way past the 40 minutes.
Yeah. I have us down as an hour and 12.
Yeah.
Shit. So should we kind of move on to stuff? What's this bro fight?
Bro fight. All right, let me find my notes on bro fight. Okay, so we're gonna start bro fight. Bro fight is something awesome. It's something that I found on the web. It's kind of like nerd fighting. It's basically gonna be the same thing as a nerd fight, but we're gonna call it a bro fight.
Because we're all bros.
Yeah, we're all bros. You take 2 things and you put them against each other, and no matter what, there has to be a verdict reached, and you have to convince the other person that they are basically wrong.
We're gonna be here for a really long time.
Well, with you, you're just gonna give up. You're gonna just roll on your back and kick in the air uselessly as Crabbo verbally assault you. But
With my pimp hands.
Here's the nerd fight, or here's the bro fight. Edit that out. So here's the bro fight. Who was the better sidekick, the Arbiter or Dom from Gears of War?
Do you give Crabbo and I a side, or do we choose?
Oh, you choose.
Okay.
Who was the better sidekick, the Arbiter or Dom?
I'm gonna go with the Arbiter. So I guess Crabbo has to go with Dom.
So I'm going with Dom, right?
No. Why would you go with the Arbiter?
Oh, because he was good guy goes, or bad guy goes good. He was an alien, and he had a sword. Stab people.
That's a pretty compelling argument, Luft.
I don't know how you're ever going to combat that, Crabbo.
See, Dom was a better sidekick because he was actually with you the entire game, apart from the time when he went off crying about his wife, but whatever. Like, come on, he saves your life. He drives a freaking truck into a gas station to save you.
Spoiler alert, some of us haven't played all the games.
What's the Arbiter done? He f***ed off in the first half of the spaceship and left Master Chief floating in the abyss. What kind of friend does that?
But then he came back and Master Chief tried to kill him. I see where you win.
You see where he went, but you were just still confused.
Yep.
Yeah, at the end of Halo 3.
That was the end of the game.
Went off home.
The game literally ends with them being separated. When does the Master Chief come back and try to kill the Arbiter?
At the beginning of the game. Or maybe in Halo 4. You don't even know now.
You don't either. We know that Dom was better.
Yeah, I think all you did was you picked who you knew.
It's
and
true.
was just like, forget it, even though he's obviously the worst character.
Come on, Dom even busts you out of prison in the first game.
Yeah, Dom, there's really no comparison.
Dom's a friend for life.
Dom literally has been his friend for life. Luff, you picked the wrong side on this one.
I definitely did.
I have to go with Dom. And one thing I'd like to do is maybe start a thing where we can put this on the forum, who was a better sidekick, Arbiter or Dom, and let the people decide. Because if anything,
people are smarter than me.
Yeah, I would like to every time we do this is to introduce this bro fight on the podcast, let Luft pick one,
And then watch him lose.
and then fail, just completely fail at defending his reasoning behind making that choice, and then let it go to the people. Let the people back you up. There has to be people who can tell me why the Arbiter is better than Dom. I just don't believe it.
He had a pretty good solo story, though, at the beginning of Halo 2. I enjoyed that stuff.
He had a solo story.
Yeah. How he became the Arbiter. It was good. I enjoyed it.
You know who else has a pretty awesome solo story? Dom.
Shut up.
Okay, how about this? Maybe I can make it easier for you. Best sidekick, Dom or Sergeant Johnson?
Sergeant Johnson wasn't really a sidekick.
How was Sergeant Johnson not a sidekick?
Because
The story was about Master Chief. Everyone else that helps Master Chief out is considered a sidekick.
okay, then Marine number 2 or Dom.
Or Dom. Well, Dom. Who was Marine number 2?
I don't know.
Don't remember because he wasn't Dom.
Darn, man. You got me.
You're not making an argument here.
So, shall we wrap it up?
I guess
Yeah.
we have to, since Love failed.
This has
So
been my
that was-
most embarrassing moment.
And you've been here to witness it on the PraetoriaGuard Podcast.